Hello everyone, and welcome to the Sunday night stream. I'm your host, Offhand. Thank you for tuning in tonight. How's it going, Strat? Honk honk. Mr. Miyagi's here. I'm gonna put him down in just a second, because he's been a little gassy tonight. How you going, buddy? Yeah, we gotta play a game. He might come back up here and join us, we'll see. He got up here all on his own, climbed across my desk. Okay. Purr. So, as you can see, we're about 98 days down, a little over 98 days down. We've been ticking away at about 9 times speed, I believe. Go ahead and turn off our music here. Last caffeinated drink of the day. Revised my rules. Instead of not drinking after 7, I don't open one after 7. Had that one with dinner, still have a little bit left. But yeah, so let's turn our sound back on here. I kind of want to check before we go anywhere. Right click. I kind of want to check before we go anywhere to see if his thoughts have changed at all, if anything's different. I was really hoping we get down under 300 days to see if there's something at the 100 day mark, but unless we get some more books today, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do that. We'll see. Yeah, let's see here. All this looks the same so far. Where's the darkness? Will I overcome it? Okay, page 4. Bed would be nice. Yeah, bed would still be nice. Here's our inventory. I wonder if we get more lapis lazuli. I haven't really spent much time mining because it took forever to mine for coal and we could pick it up anyway. But we could go get more sulfur and maybe see if lapis comes from there. Maybe. But we should go walk around, see if anything's changed. We spent all of our paper. We have all of our lice drawings. I'm not sure. Well, there's a blue fire. That's what I would try. If we got lapis, there's an option to do a blue fire. There's the regular coal fire, the stinky sulfur fire, and the blue fire. And I only have one piece of lapis, and it's our blue for drawing. I'm not sure where else we could find it. Man, must be getting a little warmer. He's shedding. He doesn't normally shed a lot. A ton of cat hair on me. Okay, yeah, let's pick a place that we're gonna go check out. Let's head... I do want to go to the top and check on that mushroom again. On the way there, though... It's kind of halfway there. Let's go to these mines. Let's just see if there's anything different we can do there. We haven't been in a while. We didn't go last time. And last time was pretty uneventful as well. So I'm hoping we see something that's changed over time. Because there was a lot of that in the first 30 days. Rather, there was a lot of that in the first 2 weeks, and then there was one at 30 days. And now we're almost 100 days in. I'd like to see some more. Wonder if there's anything you unlock after you've walked over a certain space like 50 times. I feel like we might have done that here. Then again, we space everything out so much and try to make the most try to get the most efficiency out of our routes, when, or at least I try to think that way. So it's just so we're not spending a huge amount of extra time. But yeah, I was kind of disappointed last time that we didn't have much to look forward to. Yeah, we'll probably get more coal if we mine that one particular one. The one that man, my nose is itchy now. And I'm not even allergic to cats. The one that I told him to walk towards is the coal one. There's a yellow one next door, which is sulfur. And that's where we originally got our sulfur for the stinky fire at the end of the first day that we played. And isn't that kind of weird that, like, you know, we got all the way up there on day one of playing? At least I think it was day one. It was at least week one. We got all the way up there and haven't really had much to do up there since. We'll see. So far everything looks the same. Every time we walk down these halls, I'm trying to be eagle eye for something that stands out that's like a clue. If there's any kind of shortcut or anything, pick that up. We do need to get all the coal we can. I mean, we're at 50, but I don't want to need to start a fire and then not be able to at some point. Right? We found that out the hard way. Couldn't go back into the room and get our bonus at the end of the stream. We would be over 300 days now if that hadn't happened, because I should have checked back on it like off stream the next morning or the next day just to move him back into his room, but I think at that time we were going 4 times speed, so it was about 4 days between Sunday and Wednesday stream, yeah. So we lost about 16 days. We would be down to about 285 right now, but we might have missed like the 300 day mark if there's anything specific that we need to see. I'm okay with that, going out of our way for that piece of coal. The only thing I can think of that we'd be waiting for right now is if that mushroom can grow. And that's a wild guess, because the room that shows green mushrooms has giant green mushrooms and not giant purple mushrooms. So we planted a giant green mushroom, and it was also kind of a clue that there was a place where you could plant mushrooms just right below the ledge that we need to get up to. So that's the next thing that we're gonna check out after we look at these, after we look at the mines for a minute. I might grab 1 or 2 things from the mines. The only other thing, other than that, once we go up and look at the mushroom, is you know, we can go down to the Caves of Eternity. We could walk for just a little bit, see if we can get a couple books. I'd like to tick us over the 300 day mark if we can. So those are the goals for today, if we can achieve them. And if we could try to do that in at least an hour or 2, because I do want to roll over to our second game tonight. Probably between 8 and 9. Even if it's as late as 9, that'll be fine. Central time. Everything looks the same. I have to say that part of the reason I was excited, and it's kind of a bummer, but part of the reason I was excited to play through this game was because I expected there to be more like there was at the beginning, with gradual change over time. And there may still be more. I mean, we're only a quarter of the way into the days, but so far I'm not seeing that. So, I mean, fingers crossed. We should be going down here. Yes. That might be the point too. Let me open my map. We didn't even use it last time, I don't think. Cool. We're almost there, so I don't mind interrupting him. Let's just kind of watch and see if there are any other interactable things that come up. We picked up a bunch of coal here originally. I feel like we've only really been in here once or twice. The game almost plays itself. I do need to either hold space or hold left click sometimes. But honestly, not even that if I just double click. I don't think I've checked out this wall. But then again, we picked up the... I was going to say since we picked up the Matic, but we picked up the Matic here. So surely I walked all the way over to this wall originally. Let's go down and maybe check that out. Did this look nearly as smooth right after it caved in before? That I also don't remember. Because I haven't looked at that wall either. Just makes me the most suspicious. Hope everybody's having a good week. You know, we've talked about it a lot over the last couple weeks. A lot of people are going through it right now. Hope that you can find some relaxation on Twitch this evening. You can't expect me to remember, even if I don't play up how old I am. I say it all the time, I think. But I've got the memory of a goldfish. You know, we might not actually even be able to walk up here, which is interesting. I don't think he'll transition over to this other step because you can't double click. Okay. But if anything, I think that my memory might actually be a good factor for streaming because it enables more chat interactivity when everyone's just like, why don't you remember? Here's the thing. And then they put it in chat. Which I appreciate and will never discourage. Yeah, I don't remember if there was anything else that we were doing here. We'll check these rooms out just to see if there's anything else we can get. So it's, I guess it's sulfur on both sides. Not very hard, but a strange smell is emanating. Yeah, I don't remember it taking very long for him to get through the, like, the 4 or 5 cycles of mining to get sulfur, because we picked it up pretty quick. We brought it home, we made a stinky fire, and that was a terrible idea. Now, granted, it may have some other purpose, but I don't know. So, and I feel like it was a complete, like, random, a completely random series of luck that led to, when we lit the sulfur fire, it made us walk to a random place on the map, and that random place on the map happened to be somewhere we missed that we needed to go next. But I don't know if that's a thing. And I speculated before that the option to walk to a random place might have that ability, and we tested it and it doesn't really. We'll get a couple of these. So I hesitate to try it again, because then it'll get us locked out for however long that fire burns. And it's a lot longer than when we normally watch a fire burn, because we're getting, you know, that times with the fire burning, I think it's times 12 right now, multiplier. And so with the sulfur fire, it just, I think it burned for hours that evening after I got off, because I did check back up on it before I went to bed after uploading the videos for the night, and it was still going. So I was like, all right, well, guess we'll check back in next time. And again, the more thoughtful thing would have been the next day, just to take off as much time as possible. But I really don't want to end today that same way. Or do I? Probably not. So this is all sulfur. So let me try the other side one more time. I don't remember if we did both sides before. I think we probably tried. But I just need to see if there's some way to get lapis lazuli. Lapis lazuli? Lapis lazuli? Now I'm super curious about the pronunciation. See what Wikipedia says. It doesn't have the microphone. Want to hear it? I want to hear someone say it.
Lapis lazuli.
Lapis lazuli. Though it sounded like they had a French accent, so. Now I'm just even more confused. Lapis lazuli. That can't be right. Alright, so it's a bunch of sulfur. We don't need more sulfur. Let's get... No more pick. No more pick. At least not for now. But again, we have options of things that we can do, but most of them don't currently look, you know, feel like clues for things that we should do. And we get a lot of that at the beginning. Double check, nothing over here. No. I feel like we picked at this wall for an excessively long amount of time to get like one little bit of coal. But I'll try it one more time while we're here. Just gotta make sure. So, tell me what's going on in your neck of the woods, chat. What's your current situation? Are you home because you have to be? Are you home because you want to be? Are you having a normal Sunday evening? That's it. That's the last one of the day. Everything else from here on out's pure sugar, but no caffeine. See, the worst part about picking at this coal is that a perfectly good chunk of coal will fall right behind you and then fade away. You're home because you have to be. I'm still considered, my job is still considered to be an essential industry, and I think I talked about it a bit last week, but I can work from home, but we're still in the stages of getting lots of other people from our office to work at home, and I kind of have to help with that effort as well. So I may have to go in for a day or two this week to the office, and then after that, though, I feel like there's no reason for them not to tell me that I need to work from home too, so I'll be with you on that one. Though every day that I can, I have just been staying home every evening. We went to the grocery store a couple days ago and didn't have any issue with that, so we have like a week's worth of food. We might have to make another trip to the grocery store in a week Maybe we have a little bit more. Maybe we have a couple weeks, actually, now that I think about it, with all the dry goods that we have in the pantry. But you have to try to take care of yourself, but also, you know, consider... Oh man, this does take a while. This is almost like picking a crystal. You have to take care of yourself, but you also have to think about your, you know, your town around you and your fellow man. So, you know, don't hoard things. A lot of stores already impose a, you know, like 2 of this item per customer kind of rule, and there are pros and cons to that too, because the more you limit things, the more trips people have to make if they need more of those things. So it's probably best for stores to limit products that people don't need to keep coming back for that often. You know, like a big thing of hand soap. Yeah, people are going to be using it more often right now, but like a limit of 2 of those should you know, you should be fine for a while. A limit of 2 on a product that's going to sell out as well, that's kind of rough. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, my city, Nashville, Tennessee, is also... Oh, I hit space. Yeah, he'll pick up where he left off, thankfully. Oh, we'll just pick up this coal. And get right back to it. But yeah, we just actually got the official shutdowns from the city today, as far as the details about how they want that to go. And it's the same as everywhere else. It's the whole, you know, stay home where you can, work from home if you can, definitely stay home if you're sick, and if you work in an essential industry, then you can go to work. You can still leave to go to the store. The people who work in the store are essential industry as well. And so I feel like most of the lockdowns are, they just call it like a stay-at-home order. And you can still go walk your dog. You can still go out and exercise outside as long as you observe the social distancing, try to stay 3 to 6 feet away from people. So, yeah, we're just gonna be living this way for a little while. But we've already been trying to do that for the last week or two, for the most part. There go the lag spikes again. We've been staying in, and not much has changed since we're kind of introverted for the most part anyway, but I could definitely feel that extroverts are having a rough time right now. Most of the posts of people who are just like, I can't stand it anymore. Most of them have never worked from home, I'm sure. And most of them don't, like, you know, I don't know. I feel like a lot of gamers, you know, spend their evenings playing games anyway when they want to unwind. And so probably spend a lot of time inside. We can pick up this piece of coal too if we can get over here in time. Right? Like, haha, everyone, get on my level. Your job tells you you can't work from home. And then when this happens, how quickly they're able to make it happen. You could have let people work from home originally. You just didn't trust them to work from home. You're dealing with a whole new generation of human beings who understand, you know, what they can and can't get away with. And yes, people will try to get away with less work at home, but that sounds like a problem that you need to overcome and not just eliminate the option. Where's he at right now? Did you get to the halfway mark yet? I don't feel like we've even seen the... I don't feel like I'm even halfway there yet option, but I didn't read the last one really. Oh, what do we have? See, are these bits of coal falling from the ceiling, or are they falling from the thing that we're picking at? Because, yeah, there we go. I've made some progress, but I'm not even halfway there. But that popped up when we just started, so we might be almost halfway. I just wonder if there's something about this. Like, it looks like it's being held up. I think I'm halfway there. It looks like it's being held up by a, you know, the board. It looks a little bit different. It's not just coal, but I mean, he's not chipping away at it like he does in his room. Like he did in his room. We're done with that now. Patience, though. We're halfway now. Another coal up here. Just a little bit further than I want to send him to go. Go get and come back. How's everybody else doing tonight? Strat and I are holed up in our houses. Been thinking about what I want to stream on Wednesday. We started RimWorld Royalty DLC last Wednesday, and it was fun. I didn't get the best start with the characters, but I was still game for, you know, seeing if we could overcome the challenges of starting with very little, with a weird cross between like medieval and not medieval mods on. So it was kind of fun. So I have that as an option. We have, let's see, I picked up Animal Crossing. I've been playing that a lot off stream. What is the release date for Resident Evil 3 again? I know the demo's out, and I'm still deciding, that's April 3rd. I'm still deciding whether or not I want to play the demo and kind of spoil the beginning of the game, or if I just want to save it for the stream. Because I know that I want to play that on stream. It comes out on the 3rd, Friday the 3rd. So that's still another 12 days away. It won't be here in time for the Wednesday stream next week, which will be on April 1st, but if we feel like playing it on Sunday, the 5th, we might do that. That's in 2 weeks from now, though. There's also Doom. I haven't picked up Doom, but Doom Eternal, I've heard good things. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I might as well wait for the release. I did play the demo for Resident Evil 2. I played it on the PlayStation when that came out, and then I didn't buy the game for a while until I decided that it was time to stream it. But I enjoyed it so much. Pick that up. Pick up. I enjoyed it so much that I immediately pre-ordered 3 because I knew that I would want to play it. And I know that 3 is a bit more over the top. We kind of talked about that during that stream. It's another one. And it starts to, I don't know, I feel like there's a bit of a halfway jumping the shark between like Resident Evil 3 and, well, no, but maybe 3, but then 4 was great. And then 5 was okay. And then 6, from what I understand, was terrible, but I never played 6. 7 was a reinvention. So, yeah. Originally, I wasn't excited to play 3 until I played the remake of 2, and I was like, you know, I could see this making me enjoy 3. I enjoyed the original 2. I didn't enjoy the original 3 as much. In fact, I don't even think I played it all the way through it. Alright, yeah, no props, Strat. Nourish yourself. Got to be at least 4/5 of the way done soon. Oh, finally, the wall gave up its minerals. And this is what happened last time. And now I have 62 because it was 5 lumps of coal. Alright, well, maybe I will check this wall out again off stream. I don't want to come back to anything that doesn't indicate that it's going to give us anything. And just spend a ton of time on stream. You know, maybe once or twice per night or something like we did tonight with those two, but and then this dead ends, right? How's coal gonna fall up here? We can't even walk up there. And then on the map, there's a section. Well, I mean, all we can see is that it comes down to the left over here. But I don't remember where that comes from, if we ever even knew. Is there anything significant about the minecart track? I don't think that we were able to click on anything involving the minecart track. Yeah, it won't let us double click up here. There's no pathfinding to up here. For anyone who hasn't played The Longing, you have to be very patient. I mean, well, you don't have to be. You could spend the entire time being miserable. But if you're patient, it pays off in atmosphere and music, and the occasional change. But those changes have been far and few between the last couple streams of it, which is why we kind of shifted to just checking in on it for an hour or two before another game. So we have this track, and we have this cart here, but there's... Can't right click on anything. This looks normal. So we'll continue up. You know, I've been wanting to double check this side too. I know we originally checked it. I have a distinct memory of us coming over here and either getting disappointments or just being disappointed ourselves. But every once in a while I feel like I need to see it again myself. Nothing. I feel like there's gotta be something for like the 100-day mark, right? You would think. That something would change. Anything? Right click, anything? No extra options. So let's go. Go up towards the mushroom. Let me look at the map. Yeah, there wasn't much more that we didn't visit before. There are a lot of little windy bits to the cave up here, and these little windy bits mostly ended in disappointments, and we mined away at them and literally got the currency disappointment out of it. We've also gotten more disappointments than we've spent at the face. We were able to get all 3 of the face's clues. I think I am settled on I would like to help the shade escape. That being said, now we really need to figure out how. So Yeah, I don't remember if you can come down from over here. Guess we'd have to find out. But yeah, we were talking about games that I'd like to stream. Now after playing Animal Crossing a bit, I could see how it would be a good... Well, it would be a good game to stream if I was more flexible with my hours to stream, because it would be the same experience for most streams, I would imagine. This little window after dark. And part of the experience is to jump on during different times of day to get things that you don't normally get. And I know that there are ways around that too, but right now I'm just kind of enjoying that as my outside of the stream personal game time. Gotta have a few of those too, because if there's a game that you pick up on a stream, which I do it all the time, play a game I've never played before on a stream, love it, then end the stream after playing it for like 4 hours, and then the next day you're jonesing to play that game again, and you can't. I mean, you can, but you really don't want the chat to miss anything. You don't want the viewers to miss anything, so you wait 4 days and you come back to the game. That's kind of how I felt with Resident Evil 2. Like, I really wanted to play more of it. I went late a couple times playing that game, and I mean, that's great too. I want to give chat, you know, a good fun game to watch. But yeah, some games I could put 100 hours in just sitting there staring at the screen, and it's a whole other like state of mind, whole other different level of like productivity and enjoyment, and relaxation for me. And fingers crossed that something is different up here, because otherwise we're out of ideas. Well, aside from going back to the Hall of Eternity and just walking, we're out of creative ideas. Hall of Eternity, you know, gets us stuff, but at that rate, we're just sort of committing to wind down the time by finding more books, finding more paper. Hi, friend. And if we wind down the time, then we wake up the king. I'm sure that's an ending. But if we want to escape, now we're racing against the clock in the slowest possible version of whatever racing against the clock is. And I'm gonna do what I did last time. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a mushroom. Just because I like how it looks when he's walking with the mushroom. There we go. And the music kicks in. Such a good part of the cave. Such a good part of the kingdom. These mushrooms don't glow when they're in the ground. They only glow when we're carrying it. At least that's what it seems like. We still have to figure out what the darkness is. We have to apparently decide whether or not we want to protect ourselves from the darkness or become the darkness. I don't know what those options are. I don't know what that means as of right now. I don't think we've been given the tools to make that decision, at least not from what I can tell. approaching 2 more stairs, and we'll be able to figure this out. We'll figure it out. We'll be able to figure out whether or not anything has changed. The last time we were on was... I think I did the math wrong earlier. Sunday to Wednesday was only 3 days, yeah. So Wednesday to Sunday is 4 days. So the last time we were on was last Wednesday. And so at 9 times speed, that's 36 days roughly that would have gone by. I didn't record the time when we stopped last, but you know, we went from like 60 days down to 90 days down more. We're at 98. I hope something's different up here. This has got to be the next step. We do have to get through the part that we mined out. You can grow mushrooms up here. Tiny green mushroom. Do we need more green mushrooms? What's the deal? Didn't we do this last time? Didn't we pick it up and put it back down? I guess there were green mushrooms back there. Put more in? At this point, I'm stumped. Pick these up and eat them. Oh, I planted it. Damn. I didn't mean to plant it. I meant to eat it. So, go down to the mushroom room really quick. I say really quick all the time. There's no really quick in the longing. Let's go down and look at the mushroom room. See if there's any clues that we can get from it. It's the only thing unique up here. I thought I was onto something with the green mushrooms like growing larger. Maybe it takes even more time. I mean, it's been 30 something days. Here's another green mushroom. So if we come back up in a moment, we could pick that and bring it back up. I'm pretty sure this was a disappointment over here. Want to make sure. I think we did that last time too, though. Yep. No. Did I get a new disappointment? No, it didn't give us a new one. It just reiterated that we had already been disappointed by that wall. So the mushroom room is right below us.